In 2009, Warren Buffett walked into Columbia Business School and made students an offer. "I would pay $100,000 for 10% of your future earnings." Then he paused. "But if you build one specific skill, I would pay $150,000, because that skill alone is worth a 50% premium on your entire career." That skill was not coding, not finance, not an MBA. It was communication. Today, I'm going to tell you 7 skills that the World Economic Forum, Goldman Sachs, and the world's most successful people all agree will define whether you thrive in the next decade or get left behind permanently. The WEF's Future of Jobs report says by 2030, 39% of workers' core skills will be completely different from what they are today. McKinsey says AI could automate the equivalent of 300 million full-time jobs by 2030, but the same report says 170 million new jobs will be created. The net result is positive, but only for people who build the right skills now, before 30. Warren Buffett was so terrified of public speaking in college that he redesigned his entire schedule just to avoid it.
I had to be able to communicate with people better, and I mean in groups particularly. I just knew that I couldn't go through life terrified of public speaking.
At 19, he enrolled in a $100 Dale Carnegie communication course.
I'd heard about the Dale Carnegie course.
And he applied those lessons when he began dating hometown girl Susan Thompson.
I mean, I proposed to my wife during the Dale Carnegie course, so I mean, I got my money's worth right during the course.
Today, in his office worth billions, his Columbia master's degree is not on the wall. His university diploma is not on the wall. What hangs there is that Dale Carnegie certificate. For a man worth $100 billion, what he chooses to display is his thesis statement. Harvard Business Review 2024. Executives now rank communication as the #1 skill that AI cannot replace. A 2024 Deloitte survey found it will increase in value every single year through 2030. Communication is the only skill that amplifies every other skill you have.
In 2023, the Writers Guild of America went on strike for 148 days. They weren't fighting for more money. They were fighting for the right not to be replaced by AI. Goldman Sachs found that among workers aged 22 to 25 in AI-exposed roles, employment fell 16% between 2022 and 2025.
We're definitely seeing a lower hiring rate for recent college grads. A lot of this is just related to the fact that the labor market has shifted back to a low hiring, low firing labor market.
Young software developers specifically lost nearly 20% of positions.
That being said, if we do look at unemployment rates in the tech sector for young workers, and so those between ages 20 and 30, they have increased by about 3 percentage points, and this is since the start of the year. And this is a much larger increase than we've seen in the tech sector more broadly, or a larger increase than we've seen for other young workers.
Anthropic CEO Dario Amodei said publicly in 2025 that AI could eliminate 50% of white-collar entry-level positions within 5 years. But wages for AI roles have risen 27% since 2019, according to the WEF. AI is not killing careers. AI illiteracy is.
Steve Jobs was fired from Apple in 1985. His own company threw him out. He came back in 1997 and saved it from bankruptcy. What made him irreplaceable was not technical knowledge. Apple had thousands of engineers who knew more about computers than Jobs. His designer, Tony Fadell, described it. Jobs would go, "Did you think of this?" And we'd all go, "Holy shit." He'd reframe the whole problem. The WEF still ranks analytical thinking as the #1 core skill employers need. Nearly 90% of employers look for evidence of problem solving before anything else on a resume. Warren Buffett graduated Columbia and wanted to work for his mentor, Benjamin Graham. Graham said no. Buffett offered to work for free. Graham still said no. Buffett kept writing letters, visiting New York, pestering him for 2 full years until Graham finally gave him the job that launched everything. Today, 47% of employers are less likely to interview candidates they cannot find online. There are now 2.5 applicants per job posting on LinkedIn, up from 1.5 in 2022. Your network is not your safety net. It is your launch pad.
Oprah grew up poor in rural Mississippi. Her father forced weekly book reports. She hated it, later called it life-changing. Discipline built her career. Most people lack execution, not knowledge.
In 2004, Barack Obama was a complete unknown, a state senator from Illinois nobody had heard of. He gave one speech at the Democratic National Convention. By the end of it, he had a following. 4 years later, he was President of the United States. Speech experts say his mastery of language, above everything else, made him president. English is not a certificate. It is access. The highest-paying remote jobs require it. AI tools were built and optimized for it. The global job market speaks it. People who communicate clearly in English operate in a market 10 times larger than those who cannot. Only 1% of LinkedIn's 1.1 billion users post content weekly. That 1% generates 9 billion impressions per week. 44% of employers have hired a candidate based on their social media content. 54% have rejected candidates because of poor online presence. Jeff Bezos said it simply, "Your brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room." In 2026, you are never not in the room. Your profile speaks for you constantly, to hiring managers deciding right now whether to call you. Invisibility in this era is not humility. It is a strategy that loses. 7 skills: communication, AI literacy, problem solving, networking, discipline, English, personal branding. None of them require a degree. None require money. None require connections you were born with. They require a decision made before 30. Buffett took a $100 course and it changed everything. Oprah wrote book reports she didn't want to write, and it changed everything. Obama gave one speech, and it changed everything. The window doesn't stay open forever. What are you building?
Thank you for listening. If this message resonated with you, subscribe for more content to help you build a life of intention and power. And more importantly, go grab that notebook. Your new story starts now.
If this message feels like it hit home, that's no accident. It's your inner voice calling for change. And here's the truth. Staying the same won't get you anywhere new, but taking action will. That's exactly why thousands of people just like you have already broken free from living paycheck to paycheck by following a simple, proven blueprint. You don't need special skills, you don't need a second job. What you need is the right system, and it's already helping over 55,000 members build real financial freedom. So, here's your choice. Close this video and go back to business as usual, or click the link below and take your first step towards stability, freedom, and the life you know you're meant to live. The opportunity is here. The question is, are you ready to take it?